Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, today I am going to be showing you how to create a video inside Canva using all of the free things that you can use in Canva. So we're not going to be using anything that has a crown next to it, which will indicate that you have to have access to Canva Pro. All right, so here I am. I have my Canva up. I'm going to come down to where it says Facebook video, and it's 1080 by 1080 pixels. So I'm going to click that to create a blank Facebook video. And once I get that up, I'm going to design out my first slide so that I can duplicate the additional one. So I only have to create one slide and then just duplicate it from there and then add my images to it. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to have a background on my slide. So you don't have to choose a background, totally up to you. Okay. So to choose a background, we're going to go up right next to the timing, and we're going to click that to the left, and you're going to choose whatever background color you would like to use. I'm going to go with this linear gradient here, 3533CD. I'm going to go with that. It's like my favorite color, black and blue. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to insert a platform. So we're going to go to Elements, and we're going to type in Platform, and click on See All. You want to make sure that under Platform you're on All, and then we're going to click on See All to the right. And there is a red one out here that I fell in love with. So anything that has a crown, you have to have Canva Pro. Okay, so you can select any platform that does not have one. So there's a couple of them out here that does not have a crown. Like when I first pulled it up here, like that one doesn't have a crown, that one doesn't, this one doesn't, that one, that one. So there's a couple of options out here for you. I'm going to, however, scroll down and select this red one because I love it. And we're just going to make sure that it's centered on our page. That looks good. And I like the sizing, so I'm going to keep that sizing. And then we are going to, let's see, I think that looks good. I'm not going to make it bigger or smaller. I'm going to leave it at the standard size there. And then the other thing that you want to do is when you click on your slide, you can say edit the timing. So right now we have it at 5 seconds. Okay, that's 5 seconds in between it going to the next slide. And you can increase this by using the slider bar, or you can type directly into it. All right, so we're going to put it at about 4 seconds. Now that we have that, I'm going to show you what it's going to look like here. So we're going to go over to our uploads, and this is where you can bring your images in. So like I'm going to bring her over, and you want to make sure you center her. All right, and then I'm going to click on edit photo to the left of flip, and I'm going to remove the background. Now for you guys, if you need to remove your backgrounds, you want to make sure that you've removed your backgrounds before you get to this point. You can use Remove BG, which is totally free. You just have to do it outside of Canva. So you would just go to Remove BG right here. You would go to that, and then you would upload your images, and that's where you would remove your backgrounds. Okay. So I'm going to go back over to Canva. So you can still, do what I'm showing you, but you just want to make sure you're bringing your images with your background already removed. Mine was not, so I'm using the BG remover inside of Canva. Okay. Um, I might have some images down here though that don't have a background. Let me just take a looky wookie. No, all of mine pretty much have a background. I was gonna say I could use any of those, but they all have backgrounds. So yeah. So to do this, you want to make sure if you have images that the background requires removing, that you do that before you upload them to Canva. Okay, so we're still free. Okay. All right, so we have our image there. Now I'm going to show you the downside to using I'm going to duplicate that page, and then I'm going to delete her. Now, they do have the frames out here. I'm going to go to Elements, and I'm going to type in frames. You just want to make sure you're on all so you can see everything. But they do have frames out here, guys, that you can use. And these frames just basically make it easy for you to add your images to it. However, most of these frames have a outside line around them. So even if I were to take, a frame and put it on here, like I want my digital image to look like it's standing on this platform. So if I put that there, and then I go back to uploads, if I bring an image into it, you see how we have that line around it. So it's not really crisp and clean. Um, and if I remove the background, you see how it has that line. So it doesn't flow smoothly for me. So for me, I wouldn't use, if I'm going to use the platform, I would either use the platform without the frame, or I would use the frame by itself. Okay. Um, so hopefully that makes sense, because otherwise, when you're looking at your video, you're going to have like that looks crisp and clean, looks like she's standing on the platform. That looks weird to me. Okay. So I'm going to not do that to myself. But I love the frame, but this is not the type of video I want to use it for. Okay. All right. So now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to delete this page for a second. So I have my image. Probably going to bring her down a little bit so she doesn't look like a giant. And then let's look at that and see what it looks like. Okay. I think the star of the show should be my digital image, right? So I'm going to bring this platform down some. I'm going to bring the platform down some, and then I'm going to bring her up because she should be the star of the show, not the platform, even though I'm filling that platform. Let's take a look now. Okay, her feet is kind of hanging off the platform. Stop it. So I'm going to have to bring her back just a little bit. Some big shoes. Sorry, guys, to bring y'all into this like this, but we're going to play with it together. Let's just make sure it looks like she's standing on it. That's better. Okay, so the reason I wanted to make her a little bit smaller is because I do want to add some text here. So I'm going to just put text, add a heading, and then I'm just going to bring that up, make sure it's centered, and I'm just going to say text. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and grab a text that I like. I think it's called Buffalo. All right, so we're going to highlight that, and we're going to come over to where it says Canva Sans. We're going to click on the drop down arrow, and I want to look for Buffalo. There it is. All right, so that's going to be my text. Make sure it's centered. All right, so at this point, guys, I could go in and I could come down to my slide to where I'm just holding my cursor over the first slide, and you get the ellipses, which are your three dots, and I'm going to say duplicate page. Okay, and we're duplicating the page because we want to make it easy for us to just, do what we need to do to just add an image, but without having to continue, you know, doing everything else. So I'm going to put about, I don't know, I think 7 would be enough. All right, so we got 7 out there. At the end, we're going to click on this plus sign and we're going to come over to elements, and I want you to type in thank you, and make sure that you scroll over to the left and select all, because otherwise it'll tell you there's nothing there. Um, Again, I want to use only free. So I'm going to choose something. We'll just keep it simple. I say it's simple, but then I like this. Okay, I'll select this one. Okay, I'll do that one. All right. So it's just a ending slide. So find something that's appropriate for your last slide. Okay, so that the last slide is not the images. Okay. So we're going to go back. You're going to use this slide bar here underneath your images. You're going to use that to scroll over left and right. Okay. So you always want to make sure that you're on the right slide when you're trying to make your edits. All right. So we got the first one. We're going to say, um, we're going to insert some text here. I'm just going to say, mm, 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 new images. I gotta learn how to spell, y'all, for my Etsy shop. And you can put whatever you want to put, guys. I'm just making this like, you know, I'm trying to let people know I got some new images coming to Etsy. Because sometimes you got to market yourself, right? And you want to keep it interesting. All right, so we got new images for my Etsy shop. And then we're going to go to the second slide. We're going to go back to uploads. And we're going to grab our next image that we're going to be adding in there. We're going to grab that one. So we can take this one. Is that the same one? Yep. This this one right here. And again, you've already removed your backgrounds. I have not. So I'm going to do them inside Canva, but you can use the, again, remove BG, which is free. Because she's blue on blue, I might end up changing my background too because it's clashing for me. I'm going to click on the first one so you guys can see here. I think it needs to pop a bit, and it's not going to be able to pop with that blue background, and then she's wearing blue. Oh, I can't use my favorite color. Okay, so I'm going to go back and let me find a different color here. Look at me still trying to use blue. Okay, the gray is not bad. I'm going to use the gradient gray, I think. Let me see what that looks like. All right, so for the color, since I'm changing the color here, I'm going to copy that style. Let me see if I can do it this way. There we go. All right, so I'm copying that style. Let me show you what I did. So I went here. I clicked on the slide and I clicked on this little paintbrush that says copy style. I'm going to go to my next slide and you're just going to click the brush on that slide and it's going to copy that. So before you go to the next slide, click copy and click one time with your brush, copy style, click the next slide and click twice. Click your brush before you go to the next slide, click twice. Let's scroll over, click my brush, go to the next slide, double click and click that one. Now this one may be a little bit different. There we go, we got it. All right, so now we have changed our background color. You might not have needed to change yours, but I did because she has all this blue on, and then I had that blue background, and it was just too much. Okay. All right, so you see it when we did the copy style, it put her on all of the images, so I'm gonna have to fix that. So that one is good, and then I'm gonna go here and add my next one. I'm just gonna do that, edit photo, and remove background. She looks cool. She like, what's going on, y'all? All right, so that's the third one. We're gonna apply that timing to all of the slides. So all 8 of my slides I have at 4 seconds for the timing. So sometimes I click that by accident. So anywho, we'll just delete her out since we got to take these backgrounds out anyway. And we'll pop her in, edit photo. Is that the same as that first one? I might have brought some of these duplicates in. Yep. And we don't want duplicates. Is she duplicated though? You know how sometimes the images in Midjourney are kind of close. All right, we know we don't have her. We're gonna edit photo, remove her out. Again, make sure you remove your backgrounds before you upload your images into Canva. I did not have to do that because I am using the remove BG, which I didn't realize was a paid thing in here until now. All right, we're almost done. I'm gonna grab some of these that I definitely know I don't have. And we'll just take one more. All right, and then that's our last slide. So when we go back over to the very front, we're using the slide bar here at the bottom to slide all the way over to the top. And then this is where you could just put in, you know, you can name them if you want to. Some people like to name their digital images. Meet Alexis, something cute like that. And you would just put whatever on each slide. Meet Joni. Uh-oh. I'm just putting you could put whatever guys you want to put. Um, all right. We got Deborah. Just giving them some little names here. Stop that. Meet Jane. And wherever your little I guess it's like a little heart, like an arrow down. Wherever that is, guys, that's to let you know what slide you're on. because it can get kind of confusing. So we're going to say meet. We're going to call her Doris. All right, and using our slide bar, we're going to slide to the right and get our very last image. And we're going to say meet Kim. Okay. And then we're going to go back to the first slide. Always make sure you're using your scroll bar to scroll left and right, and then click on the applicable slide that you're trying to reach. And we can take a look to see what this is going to look like. So we have this at 32 seconds. And so you can click here in the top right corner, or you can come down and you can preview it by clicking the double arrows here. So we're going to click that. And we're on the first slide, so it's going to automatically start at the first slide and keep going. So there's Alexis, Joni, Deborah. I got to take that T out. Jane, Doris, Kim. Thank you for supporting me. And that has animation on it. All right. So good. We're going to go to the one that had Deborah's name on it. And we're going to take out that T. That does not supposed to be there. There we go. All right, so we're going to use our slide bar. We're making sure we're at the first slide. And we are going to add a little bit of animation here. So I'm going to click on the image, and then I'm going to come up to the top and click on animate. And let's see what I want to do. I like white. I like the baseline too. Okay, we're going to do scrapbook, and we're going to have it to animate on enter. And then the photo movement, this is photo rise, photo zoom. I think I like this one, photo rise, but then I also like zoom. Okay, I'm gonna go with photo zoom. All right, so we're gonna copy that. I don't think this will work. I'm gonna try it. No, it's not gonna work. I was gonna see if it would pick up um, our functions that we just selected, but it doesn't. Honka, honka, honka. Okay, so we're gonna go animate. We can select different things though. So we can do fade or pan on enter. Tell it which direction to come from. I'm going to select the left. Okay. So I'm just playing around with the animations, guys. You can have it to do the same thing over and over or different things, whatever works for you. I'm just trying to spice it up a little bit. Pan on enter from the left. Wipe. We're going to go from the right. And then our last 3 slides. And you want to make sure you're on the actual image, because if not, you're going to be, adding animation or transitioning the slide, not the image. We'll leave that. We'll do baseline. And then our last one, I think I got all of them. We'll find out here in a minute. So you can do animation on the entry and the exit, or one or the other. It's totally up to you. So we're going to use our scroll bar, scroll back to the right, click on that very first one, and then we're going to click down here in the bottom right to preview it, and let's see what we got. Okay, pretty cool. It gave you a chance, if especially if you're new to this, it gave you a chance to kind of see what some of the different animations look like when they come in and out. And then you guys be careful with adding music. You want to make sure that you're using royalty free type music based on the social platforms that you're on. And what I mean by that, you don't want to, it's like you do a TikTok video and then you save it and you upload it to your Facebook, and then Facebook removes the music from it because they say copyright infringement. So you want to make sure you're using music that's appropriate based on the platform that you're placing that video onto. Now, when Atara was doing her video, thank you, Atara, and showing us how to do this, create these videos. She said that she had created a video and added music, and that Facebook had dinged her for using that video with music from Canva. So that's the reason I tell you that. But inside of Canva, guys, there is music. There is a music option. I think if you go to apps and type in music, let's see. I haven't played around with it, so I'm gonna search. They got melodies. I think I was in, where was I? I'm gonna go to elements and type in music. Music make me lose my soul. All right, music, and come over to audio. And there is music out here. Most of it, you see it has a crown, which means that you have to have Canva Pro to use it, but there are a few out here that do not require that. So if I wanted to add music, I would just click on this, and you see it places the music down here, and you can drag that out to make it, start wherever you want to start it or end wherever you want it to end. But hopefully you guys will be able to hear it. I'm going to play it with the music on there. Okay, pretty cool. All right, and you can actually, if you get to a spot, guys, where you don't see the music, that purple line is the music. You just click it, and it'll bring back your music audio for you. And you can have the music start wherever you want to. I can add another song. I can do, let me see, which one did I add? I don't know what this is. Um, let's put that one, and then I can bring this one over here, and then have that one to start there. So we have two different, wait a minute, no we don't, delete that one. Soft pulse, I'm gonna put that one there. So I could have that one, and then let me get one more, gong. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna add it right there. Let's drag it out. Okay, so we can't stretch it, but anywho, that's how it would look with you adding multiples. And then we're gonna scroll back over to the beginning, and let's see what that sounds like. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Okay. So that was adding three different um, sounds or of music or audio. All were free. Okay. So once you get your video the way you want it, guys, you can continue to add on to it if you would like. I'm going to do gold. And hold on one second. I kind of like that gold dust. So I'm going to say layer, center back, and put it behind her. Kind of like that. Keeps it from being kind of boring. Okay, guys. So I'm going to add that to each one of the slides. And I'm clicking on layer, center back, so that it goes behind the image. Paste, layer, center back, paste, layer, center back, paste, layer, center back. And oops, paste, right click layer, center back, and we're going to do the same thing on this last one. So some stuff we can say apply to all, but I'm just showing you worst case scenario if you manually have to do some things, how to do it, guys. All right, let's take a look now, and this will be our last time. Okay, so pretty cool, right? So that is how you can create. This is a Facebook video inside of Canva using all free. The only thing that would have cost is if you did not have your backgrounds removed, guys. So remove, I can't stress it enough, remove your backgrounds and then upload those images um, into Canva. And then that way, everything I've shown you here will be free because you won't have to worry about, oh, this image has a background to it. Okay. Even the gold dust here that I'm using, I think is free. I'm hoping. I think that crown goes. Let me see. That one goes there. That one goes there. So I think this one is free because this, hold on. This crown goes to that. This crown goes to that. And there's no crown here. So I think this gold dust is free. That I'm using. I just typed in goal and selected graphics. So sometimes when you're searching for elements, guys, and you don't see it, make sure that you have clicked on the appropriate heading for it because sometimes it's under all, sometimes it may be a photo, it may be a video, that you're looking for. So make sure you're selecting the appropriate heading based on the element that you're searching for. And then once you get your video in there, guys, you'll just click on share and then you can download this. It's showing you that it's going to be an MP4, which is the only option for video here. So MP4 video, and then download, and then you can download your video as an MP4 on your computer. Okay. But they have other options out here for you to share your video as well. It is just up to you. And again, watch out for the stuff that is like this one says download pages as separate files, which is a pro version option. Okay, so I would just click on download and it will show you that your video is downloading. And it doesn't take very long. Once that video downloads, then You can save it to wherever you want to save it on your computer, and then you could go and upload it onto Facebook. So I'm going to upload mine to Facebook just so you can see the complete process here, and then we will be done. And again, we use all of the free things inside of Canva, so you do not have to pay for the paid versioning of Canva to do what I showed you here just now. And then once it's done, it'll tell you that it's completed. And I'm just going to click on my file here, and I'm going to go to downloads. And there is, oh, I didn't put a title out there for it. But what I'm going to do is go to my Facebook here, and I'm just going to say tutorial alert. Um, Next tutorial, creating video, Facebook video, in Canva. And I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go and grab that video, and I'm just going to be uploading this so you guys can see, but I'm also going to delete it because I already know that Facebook is probably going to ding me. All right, we're going to say post, and then you're going to get a message that your video is, being processed, and they'll notify you when it's ready. That's going to take a second, so I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up here, guys. So this was all about creating a video inside of Canva using all of the free tools that they have inside of Canva. Um, and off topic just a second, this is where you'll put the title for your video. So we could say Facebook video. And this way, if you decide to do another Facebook video, you already have it, and come over to File and Save. You'll already have a layout for a Facebook video, so you may not have to change a whole lot of stuff and start from scratch, okay? Um, so yeah, this video was about Canva and using the free tools inside of Canva to create a Facebook video. Again, please make sure that if you're doing a Facebook video that you're not utilizing the music from Canva, because it's pretty uh, clear that you're going to get flagged by Facebook for using music that you don't have copyright access to. Even though you can use it within Canva, you cannot use it on Facebook. So I'm going to keep putting that out there. Um, but yeah, that's how you do it, guys, so that you guys don't feel left out that do not have Canva Pro. You don't have to get Canva Pro in order to do this process, okay? And if you are currently in my Facebook group, I want to thank you guys so much for following me via Facebook. If you like my method of teaching and you want to join my Facebook group, then please go to the description in the video tutorial and just click on the Facebook link and agree to the Facebook group rules, and we'll get you in. If you're currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And same thing, if you like my method of teaching and you're seeing me for the first time, possibly second, and you weren't convinced the first time, hopefully you're convinced. Guys, I have over 500 video tutorials on my YouTube channel. Just check out my playlist. And if you'll please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would appreciate it. All right. All right, guys, that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. You guys know my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And you guys have an amazing day. Bye.